And I know I say this every race, but I do want Unos to just out of nowhere add in collisions in the formation lap without telling anybody. One patch, just to watch the carnage for a week. Everyone gets way more careful from then on in these formation laps, and then turn collisions off again. A social experiment. Alright.
Green light. Give it all you can.
Man, I thought I was about to get a penalty there. That was... Alright, got a good start. Over the inside, hopefully.
Car on the left. Clear on the
No
left.
big accidents. DXD, my whole last stream was an advertisement for your bumper. If it ends up the same this race, you're gonna have to start paying me. Ooh.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Oh god. Alright, we got some shakeups already. Oh, Frosty. Frosty is struggling, man. Alright, Outerknown got past Frosty and unlocked. Oh no, now he's dropping. I wonder if there's some accidents going on that they're not. Alright, let's try to hold on to this
Yellow flag in sector 1.
back here. Oof. Unlocked and Frosty looked like they had a bit of a side swipe there. Shouldn't have said anything about us having luck on Xbox and being clean. Alright, so JB... Okay. So Trigger has actually... Oh!
There's a
Wow.
car up ahead.
That was
Yellow flag ahead.
wild.
Watch out.
That was wild, right? Rumble strip and a bump at the same time while on power, I'm guessing. Alright, this is going to be interesting because I wasn't matching these three guys' pace in quali, so hopefully traction. Oh, God. What did that tire wall do to you? Punted that bitch off track. Yeah, I'm hoping them battling in traffic slows them down enough for me to stay with them.
Well done, mate. Personal fastest lap.
Personal fastest lap and it's second off the leaders. Might have to do an interesting strategy to make this race interesting. I don't want to be doing a time trial the whole time. I feel like this track, there's so many opportunities to just run off track, and what would be not a big deal becomes a big deal because it's just a shit ton of grass instead of dirt, so you have no way to slow down and you end up going into a wall somewhere. It's almost like you want to go off deep into the grass so you're not going to mess anybody up, and then just floor it to spin out and use that to slow you down. I don't know. We've already lost at least one driver, maybe more. If we got people pitting for damage, doesn't look like it.
Well done, mate. Your fastest lap so far.
Alright. Kind of the same pace as JB. Issue with JB is he doesn't really ever make mistakes. Maybe me saying that will jinx him. Car feels good though. Less than third. Not too far inside. Let's save some time. Let's have another one of our GT4 battles. JB. I wonder if I need to be first coming out of there.
Gaining on the car ahead in sector 2. Well done,
Nice,
mate.
you are
Personal
gaining.
best.
Gotta be real careful coming on the brakes in this car while turning in. I'm sure, I know it's driver error, but at some point your driving style just kind of gets baked in. Almost pulled a DXD there. That sucks for him, man. I know I should be happy to get past, but not this early in the race like that. After a long battle when that happens, sure. Alright, I'm gonna try first gear out of the last turn and see. More wheel spin. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with second. Alright. Gain some time here. Not sliding. Alright, JB. I haven't been paying attention to Frost's pace. I wonder if he's going to start reeling us in or not. Alright, that was a little faster. Alright, let's stick with second gear. Yeah, I can just put more power down, I think. Alright, he did a 28.3, 28.3. Alright, we're 400 slower than him. Falling behind is a little strong. Spotter's being negative over here. I don't know what I did to gain this time, but I will take it. Stay in third. Seems faster. Yeah, we've definitely reeled in JB a little bit. You gotta be careful there. Yeah, that chicane is just having trouble with it. There's a horrible line through there. Lost all my time advantage. Second gear, turn in, punch it. 28.6, 28.2. Alright. Keep up this time difference, slowly reel them in. Got the time. Oh, looks like we're starting to get the traffic now too. Traffic's gonna be really weird on this track. A lot of these turns are like momentum, carrying momentum through. We're starting to rotate on the brakes that turn. Yeah, I think our race is going to be with JB. It might come down to pitch strategy. I had one race in a different league, and pitch strategy came down to it. Got past the person that had been in front of me. I couldn't get past, and then bend it in a chicane. Lost the position right back. Hopefully the first part happens this race and the second part does not. But yeah, we're consistently getting closer to JB. Minus that turn. Ooh, he looked like he's getting sideways going into there. Carried a lot of speed out though. Maybe doing this in third. Gonna have to be a little lighter on the throttle that turn. Frosty is reeling us in, I think. Ever so slowly, probably the same rate that I'm reeling JB in. He's probably gaining all the time in that chicane. Yeah, car's getting really rotation heavy off throttle. Alright, that felt good. Break a tiny bit earlier, get a better line through there. I like that. It probably does. The issue is I don't really know how changing it affects that behavior. I think really what I need to change is not lifting off the throttle so suddenly and completely. I'm pretty sure I do completely a lot of times when I really don't need to. Yeah, Frosty's definitely reeling us in. Some people have to pit. I don't remember passing.
Gaining on the car ahead in sector 3.
I don't remember passing anybody. The order's going to be all shuffled up. I haven't heard many yellow flags after the first couple laps. Go wide. Me and JB are like just identical in pace. This is going to be an advertisement for JB's rear bumper this time. Alright, third gear. Wait. Roll on the throttle. There we go. No idea if that was fast, but it felt smooth. Alright, this back marker could gain me some time through the chicane. Although, Game Slayer's only back here because he pit, not because he's really that slow. Oh, I can see Frosty in my rear view in my peripheral. Now, blue flag rules. He does not need to dive out of the way here. Part of the race is setting up passes on back markers. He just can't, you know, pull any defensive lines and things like that. Don't spin. Oh, Frosty. Might let, braked right there. Might let Frosty by me pretty easily, because I know JB won't. And that might hold Frosty up and JB up. God, sorry, that is completely my fault.
Car on the right.
Beginning to wonder why I
Clear
took
on the
this
right.
line. I don't think that was the... Frosty's gonna try to go on the inside. Oh! I thought he was letting me by for a second. God.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Game Slayer, I promise I'm not trying to take you out, bud.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Oh, Frosty, I'm sorry, bud. That was my fault. Should get back on track. Oh god, this sign's missing. Alright, you go by.
Given a warning for exceeding track limits.
Alright. I think getting a warning for that was
Yellow
a little
flag,
excessive.
yellow flag,
Oh,
be careful.
let himself out. Yeah, honestly, I probably should have, picked, 'cause that really wouldn't have been that early. Honestly, I think, did I do damage? No? Okay. Just dirt on the tires. The front end felt weird. I think tires also drop pressure from the curbs. I might go ahead and pit, because with these tire pressures, I'm not going to be...
Yellow flag in sector 2.
Yeah. I'll do one lap, see if I can get pressures back up. If not, if I kick too much pressure out from the curbs, I'll probably pit. Car just feels weird. I'm probably gonna miss the pit, to be honest. That's a very interesting pit lane. Alright. May have hindered Frosty's progress in catching JB, but hopefully he can do that soon. That sign gun is going to be a death sentence for a lot of people, I think. Including me last lap. Yeah, tires are getting back up. As long as I got space, I'll try to run this tank out. So unlock shoes, 6 seconds behind, he has not pit yet, okay. I just know I can do that faster. I was watching my brother practice, and he takes that chicane so much smoother. I don't know if that's a BMW thing versus Lambo thing or what, but yeah, he's outer known as at my house. He's downstairs on an old setup that I sold to a friend. My friend is letting him borrow it so he can do the race today. Pretty sweet. Alright, I'm going to plan to pit on this lap, because if I plan to pit on the next lap, I'm probably going to miss the pit entrance and then run out of fuel, so I'm going to do this lap, because if I miss it, I have one more. Alright, so JB is pit. Interesting, okay. What we gotta hope is that we come out of the pits not in traffic and he came out of the pits in traffic. Yeah, he's up here for the weekend, for somebody's high school graduation in our family. He's driving back tomorrow, I think. He just got a 2022 WRX last week. Drove that up here. It looks a lot better in person than it does in photos, I gotta say. I didn't hate it as much as other people did already, but proportions and everything look better. Just yeah, the fenders look more flared. It looks more planted and wide, and then the interior is way nicer than the one he had. All right, good pit stop. Yeah, 6-speed. I think he did the middle trim, so it's still like the cloth seats, which the cloth seats are way nicer than they were before. And then it's got some optional package where it's got the like nice stereo and the sunroof in silver, and then it's like dark gray wheels or whatever. It looks pretty good, and it drives nice. It's a lot. The power delivery is a lot smoother than the old one. And the sound exhaust a little deeper. So pretty cool car. All right, are we coming out in traffic? Yes, we are. This is okay. We're good. I don't really know the. I mean, I guess if you're in the pit, the car in the road has a right away, but that just is a dangerously short pit stop. Alright, I think I can just brake right toward the end of that rumble strip, and that'll be a decent time to stop. Alright, so we might have gained time on JB there. I feel like we fell behind further. In 6 seconds. I could be completely wrong. But yeah, I'm trying to get a GR86, but I'm also, I don't know if lazy's the right word, but I just don't want to deal with trying to get an allocation of them. You can't order one that you want. Toyota just builds them randomly and dealers try to get what you want. And it's like, it seems like it's taking people like 4 or 5 months to get what they want. And you have to put money down to do that. I'm just like, I can wait a year or two and then either find a used one or
clear on the right.
Get a new one when they're not as high demand. Because the new one, everything I don't like, or that I would change about my 2013 BRZ, they changed with the GR86, so. And kept the price basically the same as it was. And the weight, that was the big thing. They bumped the power up a ton, kept the weight the same. So. Yeah, 2013 BRZ 6-speed. First manual car I owned. And it spoiled me because I don't think I can ever do a non-manual car. Unless if I have like 2 cars one day, or get married or whatever, then second car I'm fine with being automatic. But I always want to have one manual for the funsies.
Car on the left.
Alright, Frigio, we're gonna make it by you here, sir. Please don't run into the back of me through the chicane. Thank you, sir. Oops, somebody went off. Master did. But yeah, it's wild. Getting in that WRX is like a monster truck. My BRZ is lowered, which the new car I'm just gonna leave pretty much stock, maybe throw an exhaust on. But and you sit so low in the BRZ already, like getting into the WRX, I feel like I was in a lifted truck. It was wild. But the torque it has is insane. Completely different power delivery to the BRZ. And by different, I mean it actually has torque. The BRZ has like no torque in the mid-range. But the new one, they tuned it better and gave it a bigger motor, and now the infamous torque dip is gone. Alright, Frosty. Just gonna hang on to you as long as I can. JB seems to have fucked off ahead. Damn. Car's driving great right now, though. Yeah, the GTI, my friend, it's actually the friend that let us borrow the wheel setup. He had a Mark V GTI that he bought, you know, for like $6 grand. This thing had like 180,000 miles on it, and it's the DSG. And we put like an intake and exhaust on it, and dude, that thing sounded so good to drive because you heard the turbo spool, you heard the blow-off valve, and then it had a nice exhaust. And the DSG is actually like nice to drive for an automatic, you know. And then he, you know, saved up some money, like got a better job, like working a lot more, but making a lot more money, and then wanted to get a Mark 7. And no joke, on the way to taking his Mark V to CarMax, to trade in, he stopped at the post office to mail something out, and then was reversing out of the parking lot, and the left front axle decided to just eject from the car. And so instead of getting the, like, you know, $3 grand from CarMax, he sold it to a junkyard for 500, and was just like, I am leaving with a Mark 7 today. And so yeah, now he has a Mark 7 that is just like the Mark 5, but just, you know, nicer. Interior's way nicer. But in a way, it's like, it's nicer daily, but the Mark 5, even, you know, there's an intake, tune, exhaust on the Mark 7, and the Mark 5, I think, sounded better. You just heard more of what was going on. But the Mark 7, like, the interior was really nice, and that car is just, he's had that for a while. And I think he's wanting the Corolla GR if it's, you know, not marked up, which is definitely not going to happen.
You're gaining on the driver ahead.
But yeah, the DSG on those, it's like,
the fastest step so far.
I still prefer a manual, but if I was ever forced to drive an automatic, that's probably the transmission I want. actually keeping up with Frosty here. Yeah, I had a Honda Accord as my first car, like a V6 Accord, which is actually like deceivingly fast. I think it was like 240 horsepower. You know, normal automatic transmission. And I beat that thing up, and it just took this is the best car. I mean, the BRZ's been reliable, but like that car I just treated like crap, and it had no issues. And then brother was driving it, teenage girl learning to drive, pulled out to take a right on a red light, like right out in front of him in an intersection. So totaled that car. He was fine. And then insurance gave me way more than I thought I was going to get for that car. So I was going to try to get like an IS300 or something. And I ended up getting a G35 coupe. And should have gotten a manual. I got an auto because I was in school, and where I live, or where I went to school, there are a lot of hills, and I was like, oh, don't want to stall and fall back into somebody. But that car mechanically was great, like engine, transmission, no issues. But the window motors in that car, I swear I replaced the driver's window motor like 4 times. Just with like a lifetime warranty on one, and kept taking it back and swapping it out like once a year. It's like an anniversary. And then just rattles galore on the inside. Like it was just... The BRZ's interior, like the materials may not be as nice, but it's put together better than the G35 was. But it was a good... I still think the G35 is a good day. But that was the first car I like worked on and modified, and then when I got the BRZ, it was like been working full time for a while, and the BRZ is the car where if I could change it, I basically did. And now with the new one, I'm like, you know what? They kind of know what they're doing from the factory as far as like being able to use it day to day. So I'm just gonna leave it stock ride height where I don't have to worry about scraping. I'm not stanced, I'm not slammed, but you know, 1.5 inch drop. Coilovers.
Falling behind the car in front in sector 3.
Yeah, that Infinity, that was like it. Oh, whew. That was came out of nowhere. Car was driving perfectly like 2 laps ago. Yeah, Infinity sounded good. The VQs, man, in those cars, if you cannot straight pipe a 350Z, G35, G37, sound horrendous. You gotta just do a catback. You do a catback and they sound great, but everyone straight pipes them and sounds like someone badly playing the trumpet. Oh, yours is manual? Yeah, I still think that's the way I go. But yeah, the DSG is really, really solid. Like if I had a GTI and I like took it to a track, I think I would actually prefer, as long as the GSGs like don't overheat or something, I think I would prefer that on the track, just to like, I don't know. If it's my own car, I kind of want a paddle shift just cause, on the track, just because I'm like less of a chance of me, you know, I'm not worried about money shifting, but like I've tried to heel and toe, and I am just horrendous at it. And so I don't think I'd be able to rev match downshift smoothly like at high speed on a track. You know, when it's, if I have a dedicated track car or something, that's one thing, but when it's my daily driver, I'm not trying to bin it at a track and then have no insurance, because insurance companies don't cover track days, so you gotta buy track day insurance. And that's why we do this. This costs, you can buy an Xbox, you can buy a Series S for $300, buy this game for $40, and the DLC for $30, and then I guess you gotta buy a wheel, but you don't need. I was very happy with my with my TX for a while. Now that in sim racing, God, it used to be so much cheaper before all the price markups. Like the Thrustmaster shifters, like now they just only ever go for regular price. They used to get marked down to like $100 on Amazon. Nobody was buying the shit until COVID.
Gaining on the car ahead is
No sim race insurance, exactly. If I hit a wall here, I don't have to worry about my TV setting on fire. And if it does, it's not because of my driving, it's because of the giant fire hazard of wires I have on a shelf behind it. Alright, we've been sticking with Frosty here. Kinda like lost track of time. Talking about cars. Only 9 minutes left. Get me focused though. That is the fastest I've taken that chicane. Come on, Frosty, start having tire wear issues or something. You know, I think it's the Beamer that whose like high detail textures load really slow. I feel like I've noticed it more on the Beamer than anything else. Really hope the updates they've been talking about coming in the next month or so are gonna be noticeable polish. Because this game has so much potential on console. One of those things where it's a niche following, but it's a dedicated niche following. They're gonna buy any DLC you release. People still play the first Assetto Corsa, and that came out forever ago. I still play it occasionally, hop in some online servers. Probably need to see. A lot of people at Box 3 have the first AC. Probably need to just hop on there sometimes. Yeah, I think I just learned to tune it out. And the funny thing is it's not, so it actually isn't people talking. Like it'll do that. There's no, Frigio isn't actually talking. It just pops people's names up. And I make sure I join an Xbox party, so I'm not
losing time to the car in front.
streaming to, you know, talking and streaming at the same time. But, so that's why my name isn't showing up. But yeah, it'll just randomly, like, one or two drivers' names that'll show up for you constantly, even though they're not actually talking. It's weird. Ooh. Rusty running wide. Let's get him. Braking feels different. Yeah. I agree. I think, I can't remember. One game just feels like you can brake a lot earlier, even like in the GT3 cars. The GT3 cars feel like it's weird because you can get the force feedback in AC to be heavier than this game, especially like on center. But when you're actually driving, the cars feel like they have way less weight. Like you get much greater sense of the weight in this game. Thank you, Frigio. Yeah. And it the tires are so much more sensitive on AC too. And like, this as a game is much better than AC, because AC doesn't explain anything. You know, you get in and you'll have, you know, everyone will be sitting in the pits waiting for the race to start for like 10 minutes. There's no countdown timer, there's nothing. It doesn't tell you, you know, I don't know, it's just... A polished version of this would be one of the best, like, console racers, like, of all time. The physics are there. Force that may not be equal to PC, but it's better than most other console games. Yeah, we are staying right behind Frosty. Oh, and it's not just me, right? Like, if you're playing AC, does the, half the time does the sound come out of only one ear? Or one speaker? I don't think that's just me. That's in the original AC, of course, not
Losing
this
time
one.
to the car in front in sector 2.
Wow. I was so worried about not over-braking and spinning that I just didn't make the corner. Alright, unless Frosty makes a mistake, I'm thinking 5th place. Started 7th, I think? So, did gain some places. I don't know, and dropped a bit. He was in 8th earlier. Yeah, that's the first time it happened. I can't remember if I was playing over speakers or on headphones, but yeah, I thought the same thing, like, oh, my shit's broken, and then got in the race and it was coming through both speakers again. Yeah, hopefully AC2 ends up being good, and hopefully, if I'm not on PC by then, it comes to console. I want to do a PC, but I also want to put that money toward a down payment on a GR86. It's complete first world problems. JB's slowing down. Yeah, that is true. Much closer gap. Need him to make a fatal mistake at this point, though. I think my tires have like worn completely evenly, and what's happening is the front end isn't turning in how I want, and then I've been like overcompensating with the gas or just like letting off the gas too hard to try to get the front end to turn in. And then since the backs are worn, they don't handle that duty so well. I'm about to do my fastest lap at the end of the race with warm tires. Man, JB's really slowing down. God. Am I?
For exceeding track limits.
Alright, let's not get a penalty with one lap to go. Wonder if JB has damage or something. Or if he's having a fuel save. Shit, that was late. Strong finish here. Alright, we got traffic. So JB might get slowed down here. Him and Frosty. Maybe some position changes on the last lap. Somebody's off.
Slow car ahead.
It's Gundog. Got excited for a second. car is on ice currently. I don't know. Zappa was really fast. I don't know if he might start another lap.
The leader has finished the race.
Alright, leaders finished the race. Alright. Fifth place. Not bad for starting in 7th. Didn't really fall behind. Didn't make any crazy mistakes. That's all I can ask for.
Alright, checkered flag, good job.
No crazy close battles, but just staying up there with the field. Better in a crazy close battle than ends in an accident. Yeah, that's better known. I think since I beat him, dude, that scared me in real life. That car getting that close. Oh my god. I think for beating Outer Known, I get to take his car out for some donuts as celebratory, I think. All right, and I didn't want to say it earlier. I was scared. Let me go to the garage first before I can go to the garage, right? That's making me paranoid. Let me take a picture of the results. But no server crash in quali or in the race. So hopefully what's going on? I can't see. I lost the chat. There it is. Yeah, no. I wonder if they did any weird maintenance yesterday when the server was acting up. Anything on the back end that made him more stable, because no server issues. I know Dozer got a scare. He lost connection and thought it was everybody. Steph S left. Yeah, I think there were a few people that left. I mean, I want to say we had like 19. Now, granted, that sometimes could be like a double join where someone joins in the wrong car or something and then joins back, but I want to say we started the race with at least 18. So we lost a couple people, but did Zape already leave? Zape might have. Yeah, Zape left. All right. But yeah, that's it for today's stream. I should be able to do the Porsche stream tomorrow, depending on what time the F1 race is and what I got to do after that. So I'm going to be watching that. And then got to start the GT4 series back up. I don't know if we want to do a different time or different day or what. Try to give people who couldn't do the other ones a chance. But yeah, I'll try to do a normal stream schedule. I've been working a lot more. I've had one day off in the past 2 weeks, so besides today's my first day off since then. But yeah, try to keep streaming up. But thank you guys for watching. It was nice chatting with you guys. Kind of like kept me level-headed, not getting all worked up. But yeah, I will see you guys later. Thanks for watching.